and thanks for joining us on the Lightning Talks, and I'm going to talk about gamification. My name is Dana Pulaeva, and I'm Scrum Master and Agile Coach at Rapid Marketing. And this is my gaming consultant, Erica, and those are my favorite games. So by gamification.
Mike is not on.
So by gamification. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Awesome. So it is actually a strange world out there. We spend all this time building websites and optimizing them and making them pretty and talking about different processes and how to make it better. But guess what? Once they're in production, there are very few people who are actually using them because based on the Gartner research, 65% of people abandon their shopping carts. So all the effort we put in goes kind of wasted. On the other side, all these people are gamers now. And if you look at those numbers, 97% of kids are playing games. 47% is the number of New York commuters that were playing Candy Crush Saga game that was popular. And 17,000 hours, that's the amount of time that was spent by a person in Ukraine who was trying to get to the highest level of the World of Warcraft. In the meantime, the real war was happening outside his apartment and he had no clue. That's the example of how much games bring us into this magic circle and make us forget about reality. So gamification is actually an idea about taking those games elements and mechanics and using them in a business context. So yeah, let's not forget about Generation Z, who was born digital. So they're already playing with the computers, they're using the laptops and iPads. So let's think how we can make sure that once they grow up, they're also using our applications. What if we could all think like a game designer? So if you think about games, the first thing that comes to our mind is fun. Apparently, there are 4 different types of fun. There's the easy fun, which you get when you're just playing with something and it's just a sheer enjoyment. There's the hard fun, which you get from achieving something. It's your sense of accomplishment that we're all very much familiar with. People's fun is the fun you get when you're playing with your friends, with others, and you're getting excited about achieving something together. And serious fun is the fun and satisfaction that you get from doing something that's bigger than yourself. Maybe being part of research, maybe being part of some serious studies and helping out that way. So there are different elements that are recognized in gaming, dynamics, mechanics, components. I'm not going to go into details on those, but the important point to realize here is that when you're building your business application, you don't want to use just one piece of it. You don't want to use just badges and think that this is a gamification. No, you have to use all 3 of them to make it really enjoyable for the customers and make it engaging. There are also 2 philosophy camps that use in gamification, one being behaviorism, so think about Pavlov's dog, so you have a stimuli and then you have a response. And then another camp is talking about how to motivate people using cognitivism. So basically they're talking about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So I'm sure you've all heard about Dave Pink's book on Drive. So autonomy, mastery, purpose, those 3 things are very much applicable in gamification. So as you're using gamification for enhancing your business apps, think about how to engage people that way. There are also 4 different player types, or personas, how we would call them in agile environment. Achievers, explorers, socializers, and killers. So achievers are people who are more interested in getting the badges and going to the next level. Explorers are the ones who are interested in looking at different options that the game can provide you. So again, as you're building your application, you can think about making it appealing to these different types. Socializers are the ones who are getting pleasure from social kind of fun. And killers are the people who just want to be stronger than their opponent. They want to kill those monsters. And then another important thing to consider is engagement and progression loop. So an idea behind this is that as you have a new user to attract, you don't want to overload it with very difficult features. You want to start with something easy, but then progressively make it more difficult so it's still engaging and it's not getting boring. And once you use all those techniques, everybody wins. So there are some examples of gamification usage, and the one I want to emphasize is the one that's used in education for us kids. And that's where kids can learn something by reading, and when they're reading, they gain points, and they can use those points to build the spacecrafts and come up with different avatars and enhance their environment with the different virtual worlds. And if you want to know more, there is some information available here. And thank you very much. You just earned those badges. Agile2014 hangover survivor, and Landing Dog supporter. Thank you very much.